Good morning, campers. Let's do a reading. We're gonna do another one, same as yesterday. So, summary of your 9-year cycle, and then we're gonna ask, what is it that you need to know, realize, see, acknowledge to be able to go to the next level of this sandbox game of life and to actually upgrade yourself for another 9-year cycle instead of repeating the pattern. So let's go. We're gonna start as yesterday, sort of a theme of things that was happening, the most important things that were happening in that past 9-year cycle now for you, so you know that this is truly your collective. And then we're gonna go to guidance. Past 9 years for this collective, what was the repeating thing that you wanted to teach this collective? Oi, 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 oi. Oh, I'm sensing a pep talk sort of a reading, or tough love maybe. You know, it can go both ways with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, one more. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ah. My poor little collective. All right. We have very heavy cards, you guys. We have very heavy cards, and they all around the same theme, okay? I'm even going to show you, like, the images. Look at these people. Did they look happy? And I always laugh when people say, how am I supposed to be happy and this and that and that? I used to, was one of those people. We all go for the same journey. We're all one, right? The whole purpose of awakening is to see yourself in another, right? So to understand how to crack the game. But if you are this, it's because you're choosing to be this. Overwhelmed and happy and satisfied, broken, victim mentality. This is how we call it. Because everything that happens in life is neutral, is an opportunity to grow, to expand. Our soul comes here to experience the whole spectrum of things, from happiness to sadness, anger, emotion, right? Nothing is negative. It's all in your mind. It's all in your head. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Well, it's happening to you because your soul chose this. But why is this happening to me? How can I learn from this? How can I thrive in this? So having all these cards, we have uninterested, unbothered as well, uninterested, and we have hustling. So for these cards, not a single positive cards, you guys. And this does not mean that not a single positive thing happened to you in the past 9 years. It means that you chose not to see positive things. You would feel like the past 9-year cycle, you went through suffering, for pain. This is your overall emotion for those 9 years. So whatever was happening, and it's coming to my mind, this collective, all this means that you are waiting for something. You are waiting for the world to turn around, for the wheel to turn, for the life to change, so you cannot be that. But what do I always say to you guys? As long as you are that is the only thing you're gonna attract. So whatever happened in the past 9 years, and we're gonna tap into that in details, you looking back at those 9 years, you would feel like those years were not happy, that they broke you. This is the energy of a victim mentality, of not being happy with your life, with who you are, with this loss of spark, this loss of interest. And we have romantic love at the bottom of the deck, and I keep looking at this card, and it's making me feel that this collective, you would probably think that this would solve all your problems. If you have that would disappear, but it's not true. It's not true. Another person, an experience of another person, external experience of anything cannot remove that. It only numbs it. It only distracts us. Right? We are what we have inside. We are who we are. So if you think that this is going to fix things, temporarily it's going to distract you, but sooner or later you're going to be all this within that. You would feel with this hustling, I'm looking at this hustling, you would feel like you're trying and life just overwhelms you. Life just won't cooperate with you, I'm hearing. And it's all just blah. This is all blah energy. I'm not liking this. Let's do another row. Unsatisfied. Hope. That's nice. It's your second row, so it wouldn't be that ruling energy. But it means that all this time you would have some sort of a hope. But I'm going to let you know, guys. I think I've mentioned this many times. I'm going to repeat that because it's important in case this is the first reading you're watching. I don't personally like hope, right? There's a big difference between hope and trust, okay? And I explained this a lot in my readings. When we talk about trust, it means that I have trust. I have trust in myself. I have trust in life. I have trust in God, Source, the Most High, however you call it, it's all same. I have trust in the journey of life. All is good. All is good because all is neutral. If I feel a certain way in a certain moment, I trust that this is just momentarily, right? And I just have to overcome this emotion. This is trust. When we talk about hope, hope is more of that blind hope, right? I sit here, I do absolutely nothing. When it comes to inner work, internal work, changing my mindset, changing my consciousness, expanding my consciousness, I hope. Let's hope for the best, right? Who says that? People who do absolutely nothing. People who have no plan, no strategy, no vision. Let's hope for the best. Let's just, right? It's sort of a lottery kind of energy. And I think there is trust in this deck as well. So there's a reason we have hope. Unfinished business. That's on top of that broken. So maybe, remember, I've mentioned this in yesterday's reading in case you've watched it. When we talk about such a long period of time as 9 years, it's never going to be same every day. We fluctuate, right? And our emotion, our state of being, but high level, when we look at those past years, that big 9-year cycle, you would feel like certain things happened, right? Certain things happened that broke you, that influenced who you are, the life that you live right now. And you would look at these things as an unfinished business, something that still needs closure, something that still needs processing. Issues to resolve. I don't know why I'm hearing family. It may be family for some of you. Hooked. Hooked. That's on top of that uninterested. You know what I'm hearing with this hooked? I'm hearing rejection. So maybe when you look back, you would feel like whatever you try to put your attention to and your happiness to, whatever hooks you, whatever attracts your passion, your attention, always turns their back on you, whether that's, people and endeavors, adventures, like whatever. I'm hearing whatever I want doesn't want me back. But hooked, you guys, it's a really heavy energy, so it wouldn't be the best cycle of yours, the prettiest cycle. Hooked, you guys, hooked is attachment. When you're hooked, you're attached. Hooked is not connection. It's again, nothing in this life is negative, it's all truly neutral. But when we talk about being hooked on something, it's just like grabbing it with a claw. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's attachment. It's physical attachment. It's wanting to possess something. And again, something outside of you. something outside of you. I feel this collective, you're too much focused on the outside. All right, two more. Let's do two more. Okay. We have soul contract. That's on top of that overwhelmed. Lessons learned, the lessons I learned will never be forgotten. So there are bad karma at the bottom of the deck. There are some soul contracts that you have pending for this 9-year cycle. We'll tap into that. I'm sort of on the fence. We'll see your energy in tarot. Should we tap specifically in that soul contract? But I feel for this collective, there are connections in your life. So other souls that you have soul contract with, to learn from it, to evolve from it. Perhaps those soul contracts, some of them, I don't want to use the word should. You know what I feel like? We have free will. It's just a sandbox game in the end. Like, it really doesn't matter. We can repeat cycles and it's fine. But I feel like it's like they're overdue. That's what I'm hearing. Overdue, pending to be closed, pending to. And I've mentioned this, if you've watched the video that I posted it here on my stories, and I posted it on my Instagram reels. If you want to watch that, you can go back to it and see it as sort of a context for this whole series that I'm doing for the 9-year cycle. And I've mentioned in this video, and I explained this to you guys, that when we talk about closing a soul contract, closing a lesson, in order for us to be able to, go to another level, it's not about actual action. It's not about having the conversation or signing the divorce or forgetting a person, right? Or even fully healing, but it's about the awareness, right? The moment, what they want us to do, right, to grant us access to another door and be able to progress, is the awareness, is the consciousness of, this was the lesson. This was the lesson. I know now, right? I may not yet fully have learned the lesson. There's a path between understanding and embodying, but I will get there, and I want to go there because now I know. I understand the lesson in this connection. I understand what this connection was meant to activate within me, so my avatar physical body can overcome that, and what opportunity everything. This is why it's all neutral. Everything is opportunity to grow. Everything. Without these emotions, without these lessons, we cannot continue to expand our consciousness. If we just, allow them to be without us noticing, this is how we get stuck on that hamster wheel. So I feel there's something that is pending. I want to do one for these final ones. Overwhelmed soul contracts. Did it flip? No. Irreplaceable. Maybe there are people in your life that right now you feel that you could not go on without them. You could not be happy without them. You could never, you guys, it is not true. It is not true. No other person, if they removed from our life, they can be your twin soul, they can be your higher soulmate, incarnated in a body of a romantical partner or a sibling, or when and if they're gone, be it because they're not with you or because they return to spirit realm, we can go on in a very same way. It's in how do I say this to you so you understand? When someone is removed from our life, right, you believe this is a soul connection. Again, be it because this person passed away or because this person left your life, abandoned you, and you believe this is a twin soul or a higher soulmate, right, and you no longer can be with them. If you stop your life and you say, They're irreplaceable. Their energy is irreplaceable. I cannot move on. I'm overwhelmed. I'm never going to, until they return, I'm never going to be as happy. I'm never going to be, right? It's an offense to their energy. It's an offense to their soul. It's an offense to their frequency. Because every soul confirmation, every soul contract that we sign with a soul, the purpose of this contract is for us to grow, for us to learn, to love better, to love stronger, to be stronger, to expand our consciousness ultimately. So if you go for this contract and someone, like I said, abandons you or passes away or whatever the case is, and you stop without learning, and you say, I'm never going to be this happy, it's an offense to that contract. And whenever their higher self is, they ain't liking it. No one is irreplaceable, you guys, because again, this is just a sandbox game, right? It's normal. We are in this human experience and we are in this human body. So when someone is physically not present, it really requires a high level of consciousness to never ever for a split second be that human, right? And miss them. But there's a difference between missing them and through that missing acknowledging the presence of their spirit, acknowledging the connection that you have, acknowledging that what is bound to you through soul to soul in spirit realm is never broken, right? And the difference when that missing you moment comes and you get all that you have, unsatisfied, broken, unfinished business, sad, overwhelmed. No, this again, what do I say? That if you have this, that won't help it, love won't fix it. If you have this, it won't go away because this person returns, right? So there would be someone or maybe multiple people in your life that you maybe have lost, and you would feel that it will never be the way it was, your life. That you will never be able to achieve happiness without them. But again, you guys, all this that you feel, it's an illusion of separation. If someone is your true soul connection, again, twin soul, the rare connection, or higher soulmate, in whatever shape or form they were part of your life, right? A sibling, a friend, a romantical partner, true soul connection, we are connected through golden threads of love with these souls. They're a soul family, always. We've lived through a variety of lifetimes together. We're always connected, not to mention that everything is like, separation is just an illusion. We're all one, we're all interconnected, right? We're all gods and we're all the universe. But on the level of that sovereign souls, if there's love between souls, you're always connected. You cannot lose them. It's just a physical life. It's just a physical sandbox game that you're now playing that is temporary. You've done this hundreds of times. And in the end, when it ends, this is not home. When we pass away, when we shed this physical body, we return home. And this is where we're always together. With the souls that we share, that love with, that the golden thread with. It's an overwhelmed of an emotion that you need to conquer, not the situation that needs to change. I'm going to do one more for that jackpot because I'm hearing some things. Did it flip now? I want one more. I'm sort of because I feel like this is more about your finances. Okay, thank you. I feel like it is about your finances, but it's sort of an extended mindset, right? So you would feel in this past 9-year cycle, like everything is like in and out, like everything is given and taken back, like there's no stability. So be it finances, be it career, be it your relationships, it's like there's no anchor, there's no foundation in your life, nothing that you can truly rely on, because it's just, it keeps going away and coming back. And in reality, the last card that I pulled is reflection, right? So this in and out energy, this I have it, I don't have it energy, again, we have that karma. So maybe this is what you believe in for whatever reason, that you have that karma to pay, that you have to, you guys, karma is real, right? Karma is real. Actions have consequences, right? When we cause harm to another, when we interfere with their energy, for example, I've done a video yesterday about spell work. We want to bound someone, right? And so on, whatever is it that we do, malicious acts. Karma is real. We're going to have to even that out. But karma exists on a physical level of life. There's no karma between souls, right? It's the soul that when you shed this physical body, it's the soul without having to. There is no hell, right? Without having to. It's the soul that looks back at life and says, man, I screwed up. I created some bad karma for myself in this physical world. I myself want to come back and play this game again to even that out, but it's not something that a soul has to do, because on a soul level, karma doesn't exist, right? So this, when we reach that level of consciousness and awareness that karma is just something that exists in the physical world, that is an illusion, and a sandbox game illusion, it's not attached to a soul. On that level of consciousness in the physical body, in one of the last lifetimes, we can release all that from this lifetime and from previous lifetimes. So if you think that this is the reason why all that is happening to you, it's not. It's not. Again, you don't need to clear it out by suffering. You clear it out by awareness. This is also this. Karma is a soul contract. The moment you bring it to your awareness, you don't need a closure, you don't need apology, you don't need to, suffer to pay something. It's not how it works. Do you know what I mean? You need to be aware of things that you've done. That's how we close that, through awareness and self-forgiveness. And I feel that this in and out energy, going back to this in and out energy, you're not being punished. The life you live, you choose that life. Again, everything is neutral. How you look at things, you choose that. And if you are refusing to see certain things, if you are refusing to acknowledge certain things, your spirit team, your higher self, your oversoul, your spirit guides, universe, however you want to call it again, sends you things, experiences, people that reflect that to you. It's like they're holding a mirror in front of you through situations and other people to help you see. To help you acknowledge. So if you feel that you can hold on to that happiness, that it's so fleeting and it's this in and out and you have it and you don't. One day you feel you have some money and then it's lost, and then you have someone and then this person is lost. It's because you lack stability within you, within your energy, which is making me think that your inner masculine energy is distorted, is out of balance, because it's our inner masculine that brings us foundation, peace, stability, security. And it's energy. That inner masculine doesn't bring that through, constantly. Yes, it is the provider, right? And it's the one that is like boom, 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 let's do this, let's do that. But ultimately, and I always explain this to you guys when we talk about relationships and masculine and feminine energy, right? So whoever in a relationship holds that masculine energy, it's not about having tons of money and having millions of dollars in your bank account, and being this incredibly successful. And no, it's about resourcefulness. It's about energetically as a man, despite the fact that the balance on our bank account is zero, I trust, I trust that I have it within me to fix that for us. So be cool. I got you. That's what builds stability. In that relationship with a true masculine man, right? Pairings that have so much less than some pairings, they can feel more stable within it's energy. It doesn't depend on anything in the physical. Similarly, your inner masculine and feminine, right? To achieve that wholeness, to achieve that inner union, your inner masculine has to create stability in life. It has to be the one that creates foundation. It doesn't matter. Today we have, tomorrow we don't. We have everything that we need. If there is this in and out energy in your life, it's because you're creating it. It's a reflection. It's a reflection of the inner state of you, of your masculine and your feminine. Because there's you with yourself, you would be constantly in and out with yourself. Right? So maybe there's a bit of an issue when it comes to your approach to life with consistency, with stability, with dedication, masculine qualities. I'm going to do it. I'm going to dedicate. I'm going to do this every day. I'm going to try. So the world is reflecting that to you. All right. Let's confirm with tarot the energy of those 9 years. And then we're going to do some guidance. Missed opportunities. It fell. Did you see that? So you would feel that you've had a lot of missed opportunities. You guys, nothing that's truly ours can be missed. What can miss things is ourselves. When we surrender, when we focus on us, when we, focus on learning and expanding our consciousness instead of wanting, it will circle back, it will circle around, and the how and the when, it shouldn't matter when we truly understand the meaning of life. All right, past 9 years energy. If I get 9 of Swords, so help me God, I will smack you with that card. Page of Swords, the World. All right. One more. The Moon. We have the Emperor. That's your first card, which is making me feel again the stability. I feel for this collective, everything that happened in the past 9 years, they are trying to teach you to create that energy. I'm hearing father wound, so maybe you have a father wound that you haven't understood. Maybe that's one of those soul contracts that you haven't closed, and it's time to close that. I don't know why I have this feeling, there's a reason it's coming to my mind, but I have this feeling that this collective, you have a tendency to focus on what you're not supposed to focus on. It's like they're showing me like there's this big elephant in a room, right? And you would have the understanding that you have to do the work, that you have to work on yourself, that you have to, again, walk this path, right? Take action, but you're not addressing the elephant in the room. You're going towards different things that are easier for you. And, for a specific amount of time, it's okay, right? We have to be ready to address certain elephants in our room of life. We have to be ready sometimes, but it is a sort of an avoidance, right? Because again, it's a different energy to acknowledge. I know that it's there. I know I have to handle it. I need certain things to prepare. I need to be ready. So maybe I will start with a couple of different things to sort of ease into that journey of life and journey of healing, right? Walking the path of awakening. But I feel like you're completely, it's like you throw a blanket on top of that elephant just to make sure I'm not going to see it. But it's still there. It's still there. I feel there's something around your inner masculine, so it will be reflected in the relationship that you have with men. Your own inner